The arena goes dark. Triple H grabs the mic. And in front of the entire WWE universe, he says the one name nobody saw coming. Seth Rollins. Welcome to Wrestling Streams, where the action never stops. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a single breakdown, update, or WWE bombshell. We drop content every week for die-hard wrestling fans just like you. Now let's get into it. For weeks, maybe even months, the WWE universe had been buzzing about a mysterious figure operating in the shadows. Strange video packages aired during Raw and SmackDown. Cryptic messages were left on the Titantron. Superstars reported feeling watched, sabotaged, and manipulated from behind the scenes. The speculation was wild. Fans flooded Reddit threads, Twitter timelines, and YouTube comment sections with theories. Was it a returning legend? A rogue authority figure? A brand new faction? The internet had a field day. But here's where things got interesting. The clues, in hindsight, were pointing in one direction all along. The color scheme of the videos. Red and black, Seth Rollins' signature palette. The music stings hidden in the background of those cryptic promos. Remixed echoes of The Visionaries' entrance theme. The philosophical, almost theatrical monologues delivered by this mystery figure. Pure Seth Rollins energy, calculated, arrogant, visionary. WWE played the long game beautifully here, and the fans who went back to rewatch those segments after the reveal were absolutely stunned by how many breadcrumbs were dropped in plain sight. This is where the narrative gets even richer. Triple H, as WWE's chief content officer, has been widely praised for his booking philosophy since taking the creative reins. He's known for rewarding patience, layering storylines with depth, and giving superstars the room to become fully realized characters. But nobody expected Triple H to insert himself so directly into the reveal. In what many are calling a career-defining promo segment, Triple H appeared on WWE programming and systematically dismantled the mystery piece by piece, laying out the evidence, connecting the dots, and building to that unforgettable reveal with the precision of a master storyteller. He walked the audience through the timeline. He referenced the suspicious incidents that had been plaguing various superstars. He called out the inconsistencies that pointed to someone with intimate backstage knowledge. And then, with the whole world watching, he dropped the name. Seth Rollins. The reaction was electric. And what made it even more compelling was Triple H's tone. This wasn't just an authority figure catching a bad guy. This felt personal. There was history between these two men, real WWE lore, years of professional respect and rivalry, and Triple H's delivery carried every ounce of that weight. This is exactly the kind of moment that separates great wrestling television from average wrestling television. Of course, Seth Rollins didn't slink away into the shadows when his name was called. If you know Seth Rollins, and let's be honest, we all know Seth Rollins, you know he doesn't do quiet exits. Rollins emerged to a polarizing reaction from the crowd, a mixture of shocked boos and genuine admiration from fans who couldn't help but respect the audacity. And then he did something even more shocking than the reveal itself. He owned it. No denials. No excuses. No blaming someone else. Seth Rollins stood center stage, tilted his head back with that signature smirk, and essentially said, "Yes. I did it. And I'd do it again." His justification? That he's the only one in WWE willing to do what's necessary to elevate the product. That others talk about being the guy while Seth Rollins actually becomes the guy, whatever it takes. That the WWE universe doesn't deserve mediocrity, and he's been operating behind the scenes to ensure greatness prevails. It was a promo masterclass. Villainous. Absolutely. But also, weirdly compelling. This is Seth Rollins operating at his absolute peak. He's a performer who can make you boo him while simultaneously making you wish you were him, and that duality is extraordinarily rare in professional wrestling. To truly appreciate the weight of this moment, you have to understand the history. Seth Rollins and Triple H go way back in WWE storyline lore. Triple H was once Seth Rollins' most powerful ally, a mentor figure, a protector, a man who saw in Rollins the potential to be a cornerstone of WWE for a generation. Their alliance was one of the most celebrated in recent WWE history. But alliances in WWE, especially ones built on power and ambition, rarely stay clean forever. The betrayals, the turns, the moments where Rollins went one way and Triple H went another. All of that history adds layers to this present-day confrontation that you simply cannot manufacture from scratch. This is years of storytelling paying dividends. This is WWE at its best when it honors its own legacy while pushing forward into new territory. Triple H exposing Rollins isn't just a plot twist, it's a full-circle moment. A former mentor calling out his most gifted protege. A man who once believed in Seth Rollins more than anyone now standing across from him as the voice of accountability. That's drama. That's professional wrestling storytelling done right. So where does this go from here? The implications are massive. Seth Rollins is now fully exposed, fully out in the open, and fully accountable for everything the mystery figure did. That means every superstar who was affected, manipulated, or sabotaged now has a name to attach to their grievances. Expect a wave of challengers to come knocking on Rollins' door. By making this reveal so publicly and so personally, Triple H has essentially drawn a line in the sand. He's not just an authority figure running a show, he's now an active participant in this story. Does that create tension backstage? Does it invite retaliation from Rollins? Does Seth find a way to implicate Triple H himself in something darker? Wherever Seth Rollins lands in the card after this revelation, you can bet it will be at the highest level. Rollins operates at the top of the mountain, and this kind of heat, this kind of red-hot character work, only elevates his standing. A championship collision feels inevitable. And Rollins rarely operates alone for long. Who stands beside him now that he's fully revealed? Does he build a new faction? Does he recruit allies who share his, by any means necessary, philosophy? The possibilities are genuinely exciting. Let's talk about the crowd and the online reaction, because this moment didn't just land, it detonated. Social media was on fire within minutes of the reveal. Clips of the segment went viral across every platform. Fans who had been piecing together theories for weeks were either celebrating being right or completely shocked they'd been wrong. Either way, everyone was talking. The comment sections, the fan forums, the watch party streams, every corner of the WWE fan community was engaged in the same conversation. And that, right there, is the hallmark of a genuinely great wrestling moment. It doesn't matter whether you love Seth Rollins or hate him, you were talking about him. In an era where attention is the most precious commodity in entertainment, WWE and Seth Rollins just commanded all of it. Look, here at Wrestling Streams, we've covered a lot of WWE moments. Big matches, shocking returns, title changes, heartbreaking losses. But what Triple H and Seth Rollins just delivered is something that goes beyond a single segment or a single episode of television. This is a storyline that was crafted with patience, executed with precision, and delivered with the kind of emotional and dramatic weight that reminds you why you fell in love with professional wrestling in the first place. Triple H is the storytelling authority figure. Seth Rollins is the most compelling villain, and anti-hero, in the game today. And a WWE universe that's more invested, more vocal, and more passionate than ever. This is wrestling. And it doesn't get much better than this. Drop your thoughts below. Were you shocked by the reveal? Did you call it weeks ago? What do you think happens next for Seth Rollins? Let us know in the comments, we read every single one. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, it helps the channel grow and tells YouTube to push this content to more wrestling fans who need to see it. And if you're not subscribed to Wrestling Streams yet, what are you waiting for? Hit subscribe right now and join the thousands of wrestling fans who never miss a beat. Until next time, stay locked in, stay passionate, and keep watching the greatest sport entertainment in the world. This is Wrestling Streams. We'll see you at ringside.